for this day, with the exception of the investiture of our heirs. We do have a small piece of business that does need to be attended to. As many know, it has been announced widely, we have done some revision to Kingdom Law, and we need to have this read into court. We're going to take a short break in the time in which this will be read into court, and it should be maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
You're all welcome to listen.
You're all welcome to listen. Please, if you wish to go have conversations or do something that is loud, do it outside the room. But we will continue with our heir's coronation in about 10-15 minutes, and we will make a call before that happens.
Yeah, and you are welcome to listen. It is posted online. It has been posted widely. We've also just sent out a summary crib sheet of what was actually changed, because most of it, if any of you have looked at that in the last 10 years, have noticed that the formatting is absolutely atrocious. So hopefully we've got that fixed. Our predecessors tried to fix it. The formatting is a formidable beast. So hopefully that'll be it.
Yes, to give everybody generally changes to law are read into court. There were so many changes because the document is long, and there was so much change to the formatting that doing everything read into court would be prohibitive. However, we have a list of the substantive changes which are going to be read in today, and the final document will be posted online probably today.
Their Majesties do call forward Dominus Albinus to read these changes to Kingdom Law.
Herein is a summary of the changes to Kingdom Law in this revision. Due to the length of the document and the numerous formatting changes, wording changes, and other clarifications, reading the changes made in their entirety is not a reasonable use of time. The intent of reading changes in the law is to make the populace aware of substantive changes, and here we are doing so. Within the past 7 months, the entirety of Kingdom Law and proposed changes thereto have been published for review and commentary to the Kingdom on 2 occasions. The final version of the updated Kingdom Law will be published in the Outlands Herald Extra Edition and will be posted on the Outlands website as well. The changes to Section 2 regarding Kingdom Law was reformatted substantially to capture the different ways and times at which Kingdom Law is reviewed and changed. As such, we are having the entire section read to give clarity on how the process works. The other changes will be identified by section as they are announced. 2. Laws. Alpha. The Crown has sole right and privilege to create new lands and make amendments to existing law. Bravo.
Childproof.
Process to amend.
Child resistant. Nothing is
1.
childproof.
The Crown shall submit all proposed changes to the Outlands Law to the Kingdom Seneschal for review and comment. 2. Proposed changes to Outlands Law submitted to the official Outlands Kingdom Seneschal email shall be reviewed by the Kingdom Seneschal no fewer than 30 days prior to the enactment of such changes. Alpha. The Seneschal shall acknowledge receipt of the proposed changes to the Crown in writing as soon as feasible, and will provide the Society Seneschal and Kingdom's Ombudsman with copies of proposed changes. 3. Within 14 days of receipt of proposed changes to Outlands Law, the Kingdom Seneschal shall either sub alpha acknowledge the proprietary of changes and willingness to sign them after publication, or sub bravo detail any potential conflicts in writing to the Crown and the Kingdom greater officers. Sub 1. The Seneschal may make suggestions to the Crown regarding wording of law changes, or suggest further changes as appropriate. 4. The Crown shall attempt to resolve conflicts identified by the Kingdom Seneschal before resubmitting proposed changes as outlined in this document. 5. The Kingdom Seneschal shall sign the proposed changes into Kingdom Law. 6. Before they take effect, the Crown shall cause new laws and amendments to existing law to be read into law in a royal court at a published event. 7. All additions and amendments to the Outlands Law will bear the signatures of the Crown and the Kingdom Seneschal. This will be sent for publications in the Outlandish Herald or as an Outlandish Herald Extra, at which point the revised Outlands Law is fully enacted. 8. Once a kingdom or amendment of Outlands law has been fully enacted, the Kingdom Seneschal will provide the Society Seneschal and the Kingdom's Ombudsman copies of the changes within 14 days. Charlie, periodic review of Outlands law. 1. Outlands law shall be reviewed at regular intervals by the Crown and Kingdom Seneschal. The first review shall take place on or about 2 years from the beginning of this edition of Kingdom law and on or about every 2 years thereafter. On or about refers to the exact day and month, not the year. Each time a new edition of Kingdom law is signed, the next review shall be on or about 2 years from that signing date, without regard to when the most recent review previous to the signing was conducted. 2. The purpose of the review is to assure clarity and compliance with all governing documents. 3. During this biannual review, all changes made since the most recent review will be reviewed against Outlands law to identify any internal conflicts between the various sections of Outlands law. 4. During the review period, Kingdom law shall be published as broadly as possible, including, if timing permits, in the Outlandish Herald or Outlandish Herald Extra, and will be open for public commentary for a minimum of 14 days from the date of publication or later deadline as published in the Outlandish Herald or Outlandish Herald Extra. Delta, ongoing review of Kingdom law. 1. Outlands law shall be reviewed as needed for compliance with the governing documents of the SCA, subject to the interpretation by Society Seneschal. 2. Any conflict with the governing documents and/or Society Seneschal interpretations found within Outlands law will be addressed during this review. And 3. Outlands law shall be reviewed as needed, as outlined in this document. 4. Resolution of all identified conflicts shall, sub alpha, begin within 14 days of, sub 1, the official announcement of the SCA of an amendment to the governing documents of the SCA. Sub 2, the new Society Seneschal interpretation, or sub 3, upon discovery of a conflict within Outlands law and shall, sub 4, be completed within 90 days. Echo, Outlands shall be published on the official Kingdom's website. Foxtrot, all laws below are in furtherance and subservient to the SSA governing documents. All provisions of Kingdom law are considered to be construed in accordance with SCA governing documents. Section 5, selection of royalty. Hotels. Letters shall be submitted to the official Kingdom email addresses of both the Crown and the Kingdom Seneschal before the submission deadline set by the Crown. Such deadline may be changed at the discretion of the Crown. Section 8. Events and tournaments. Charlie. Battlemore shall be hosted by the Kingdom per the organizational reference for event stewards of Battlemore. Section 9. Rights and duties of the populace. Delta. Only persons who are current paid members of the SCA or have all appropriate waivers on file are authorized or are allowed to be authorized to participate in combat activities within the Kingdom of Outlands membership, and proof thereof are defined in the corporate policies of the SCA. Section 11, offices and officers. Delta, lesser officers of state of the Kingdom of the Outlands shall be 4, youth armored marshal. 6, youth rapier marshal. Section 11, landed nobility. Bravo, baronial terms. Delta, notwithstanding the provision of Article 10J1, at sequence, the baronial coronet is not subject to a strict term limit. Echo, upon selection by the Crown, the baronial coronet is expected to serve a minimum of 2 years. Service beyond such time is pursuant to the wishes of the baronial coronet, subject to the desires of the Crown. Thus ends the reading of the Kingdom law.
We will begin with the official coronation ceremony in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.